Live.
Hey, what can I say? This is your boy Daniel Lyonsden Evans, and you are now live inside the den, and episode 16 starts right now. So, it's been a long week. Some of y'all might have been a short week, but I just wanted to, first of all, I want to, say hello to everybody out there in YouTube and Facebook world. I feel like it's been forever because I didn't do a Wednesday show. So it seems like it's been a long time. Last time we was here, we had Ryan Smelts and Average Joe here. And so now, you know what I'm saying, we are here now. And I wanted to kind of talk about some things. Just came back from Vegas, had an awesome experience in Vegas. For the ones who've been following me on Facebook, I've been making a lot of posts and I've been, like just kind of doing a lot of motivating and doing a lot of, posts about the next level. And that's where we're headed right now. The whole point of me, starting a book, Think and Grow Rich, and doing these podcasts and starting this program that I'm doing right now with the mentorship for entrepreneurs and things like that is because I see myself going to another level. I'm headed in another direction, and I wanted to kind of give y'all some insight. Caleb, if you don't mind, come grab my notebook. You know what? Never mind. I can get it. Maybe I can't. I need help. I have a notebook around here with some notes I wanted to kind of go
over.
Yeah. Black leather. Yeah. This one. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So like I was saying, wanted to kind of go over some stuff because I am super excited about this direction and we're going in right now. You have no idea of the things I can see inside the in another dimension on what we're trying to do. So oftentimes people come to me and they ask me questions about, how how do I do certain things? How am I able to maintain a certain thing? And I like to give people, nuggets and give them some of my blueprint to getting things done, right? And it'd be no different from if I was a, let me find what I'm looking for first. All right, so I'm gonna start there. Anyway, people ask me for my blueprint. I try to give it to them so they'll know what I got going on. They'll know how to do what I'm doing. I like to encourage people. I like to see people win. And that's the reason why I like to always give people, some nuggets. So when it comes down to success, there are some key factors that you have to really focus in on in order to understand. When I grew up, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you all grew up. We talking about PHP right now. So when I grew up, I was taught about life insurance on a wave scale of, you have to have insurance. So when you pass, you got, money to take care of your loved ones, and you don't want to be left with a bunch of bills. Well, just to kind of get some insight to how insurance can be used, PHP is a financial marketing company that focuses on financial literacy, helping people understand the benefits to actually having some type of retirement plan, some type of policy in place. And this is the benefit of having one. The company McDonald's, that company was started from a insurance policy. They cashed it in and they were able to use the money to start McDonald's. So what we're trying to do what we are doing And what I'm doing in my organization is trying to create generational wealth. By going to the bank, and you all know I do credit repair, and going to a bank and having people run your credit is going to be a hard inquiry on your credit. If you don't, you can become your own bank. You're able to take money out of your policy that you own, and you never have to pay it back. You're not going to get penalized for getting it out early, and still maintain a policy while you're doing what you're doing with some of the money. So, and then you paying your policy every month, and you pretty much just paying yourself. This is how the rich people are able to continue to open up new businesses, continue to get equipment for their business without having to have a bunch of loans out of the bank and things like that. So what I'm doing is giving people insight to how this whole thing works. So going back to this weekend, I was in Vegas. We had an awesome time in Vegas with PHP conference. Was able to see people from all walks of life be able to win at the highest level. A lot of these people are immigrants. And I'm going to tell you right now, PHP people helping people 93% minority owned. 93% minority owned. Now just wrap your mind around that. This company is doing things that nobody has ever dreamed of, and is taking people and taking lives to the next level. One of the things that I picked up on from the conference, one of the speakers was talking about 7 reasons why immigrants are successful in America. I want you to understand what's going to be said. 7 reasons why immigrants are successful in America. Number 1, they are clear about their problem. A lot of people come over to this country with nothing. Immigrants, some of them can barely speak the language. Okay, and they're able to be clear about the problem that they have. The second reason is they have a burning desire to come through for their family. A lot of them come over here and they have a responsibility to you go over there and make it, and then bring the family with you and help for the family. What is your excuse right now? Your family is literally waiting on you to be successful, because you're going to have to pull them out of the mud. But the immigrants know that they have a desire to come through and make it big for their family. Number 3, they have a sense of urgency. It's not later. It's not next year, next week. They want to live the American dream. They want to come over and they want to get it done now. Let's get it done as soon as possible. Let's work the system. Let's work the program, and let's make this thing happen. They are willing to work together and handle. They're willing to work together and harder than other people. You'll see a Hispanic family, you know what I'm saying, 15, 20 deep in a house. You'll see a Chinese family 15, 20 deep into a house. And they work together. They work harder. The immigrants do to get the things that they need to get done and happen. They believe in the American dream. They believe in the American dream. And you know, they're not given an even playing field. You know what I'm saying? They're given a short end of the stick, and they have to make do with what they have. They're willing to make sacrifices, and they have bigger dreams, bigger hope, and they got a lot of faith. That's one of the things I picked up at the conference, just dealing with reasons, you know, certain people are successful in life. This company, PHP, gives everybody an even playing field. Minority, African American, Hispanic, whether you're Chinese or whether you're Vietnamese and all that kind of stuff, you are able to benefit from these tools that we may have never been taught in our life. And I see a couple people on that. Charles Turner, what's up? Mike Feet, Felicia Stat, how you doing? But PHP is giving people the opportunity to have the American dream, and that's having access to money that you would normally not have access to. So I made a statement on Facebook and I say, I'm looking for to become a millionaire next year, and I want to take 2 people with me to the top of this ladder. I don't know who those 2 people are. Many people have responded to my post. A lot of people have inquired, but we never know what, how they're going to turn out until we get to that point. I want to win, and I want everybody to win. That's why we're talking about team building at PHP. We're talking about living the American dream. Lead by example. I'm not just telling you a bunch of stuff that I heard. I'm telling you what I've seen and what I know. A lot of you all have followed me on social media for the last 2 or 3 years. You have seen some things that you like. You have seen some things you don't like. What I'm trying to get you to understand is we're learning how to do this together. And I want you all part of the team so we can go all the way to the top so that people can see that this is real. I say many a times that, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man how to fish, he'll never go hungry. So this is the teaching how to fish stage of my life, when I'm able to, to grab people and mentor them and be able to show them the blueprint from, where I started from. And I'm not nowhere near where I want to be, but, from where I started from to where I am now is a huge difference. I just got the phone with a good friend of mine was just telling me that, look, brother, I see the proof is in the pudding, and nothing is more rewarding than actually seeing the proof in the pudding. So Mike Tyson was there at the conference, and the CEO of the company had a chance to sit down and interview Mike Tyson. And we all know Mike Tyson from the early 80s and 90s, knockout king, one of the baddest, one of the best boxers in history of boxing, one of my favorite boxers, as aggressive as he was in his younger days. Mike Tyson has made a 180 degree, shift in his whole life. Very mild mannered now. He's very humble. And some of the things that he said at the conference, I want to just share with some of you all right now. What Mike Tyson said is you have to be a champion before you become the champion. And that's what he was talking about in the early part of his session was you have to have the mindset of a champion. Before you step in the ring and fight anybody for the first time, you have to already have a champion mentality. Mike Tyson said that he started 14 years old when he started training with Cusimano. And this is the story he told, that he would get into fights with boys. And you know how you beat somebody up, Caleb, they'll go and call their daddy or they call their mama. And this, he said that they would go get their daddy and he would beat the daddy up. And he had a champion mentality before he stepped in the ring. He met Muhammad Ali when he was like 12 years old. And he said, he said, I want to be Muhammad Ali. I want to be a boxer. So having that champion mentality before any bell rang, before he stepped foot in the ring, he had a champion mentality. Before you make your first millions, you have to have the mindset of a millionaire. So what I've been doing for these last few months, welcome back, I've been trying to transfer my mind into a millionaire's mentality, reading the books, Think and Grow Rich, doing things that I'm not comfortable with. Because all the millionaires I talked to over the weekend, they all said that in order to be successful and to get to that point where you can be a millionaire, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Meaning that if you're uncomfortable, you're striving to change, you're trying to get better. The day you stop, the day you get comfortable talking to people, how do I get there? I keep talking to them, and eventually I'm going to get to a level of comfort. But then when I get to a level of comfort, I have to be challenged once again to be uncomfortable, because now I done mastered this level. So being in the mindset of a millionaire before you make your first million, that's the transition it's going to take. It's going to take some discipline. I used to want to, wake up at 9 o'clock. Now I got to get up at 5 so I can get work, so I can work out and get my mind prepared and get my whole day prepared before I come to the office. So these are things that if you on this journey with me, or if you are interested in this journey with me, then you got to take those into consideration, that we're going somewhere. Understand that success sometimes leads you to being alone. Everybody's not going to answer the call to success. Some people are comfortable being mediocre. Some people are comfortable working on a job. That's fine, because somebody has to be a waiter at a restaurant. Somebody has to be at a tire shop to change tires. Somebody has to literally shovel poop so that everybody else can be comfortable. Understand that. So everybody is not the right person for this. Everybody's don't have the right mentality of a millionaire. But for the ones who want to go to another level, if you ride with me, I promise you, we're going to go to the next level. We're going to go together. Another thing that Mike Tyson said that was significant, and understand Mike Tyson, he might be at his age of, a lot of the boxers, they become punch drunk after certain years. And sometimes I'm listening to Mike Tyson speak. I'm listening to the CEO interview Mike Tyson. Some of the answers don't match the question, and I understand that. You're getting somebody, Mike Tyson, who used to say, "I'm gonna eat your children." He used to call the ruckus. Everybody's scared of Mike. You don't know if you'll get a good mic or a bad mic. And so when you ask a Mike a question, I want to look for the substance behind what he's saying. Is it making any sense, or if he just rambling off the top of his head? Is he high? Is he drunk? What type of information am I getting now? This is the real deal. Now, I'm going to be real with you when I'm talking to you about this kind of stuff, because I don't want you to be thinking about, how, what's the realness? Why is everybody faking with me? Why is everybody pretending? I'm not a pretender. I try to be as transparent and as truthful as I possibly can and give you a real flavor. I was looking at Mike, and Mike has a podcast, Hot Box with Mike Tyson. I like that show. I watch it, kind of give me inspiration to do what I'm doing. And Mike Tyson, he's a comedian in some ways, because I'm always looking for ways to, but he's a comedian. Mike Tyson said, losing is a part of life. Can't be afraid to lose. I'm going to take it a step further. Losing is a part of winning, because until you don't know how to win unless you have lost. Mike Tyson is the man that he is right now because he lost everything. And he's humble because he had to fall from the top to the bottom. He's happier now that he's not in the light of being a champion, because he can actually live a normal life and all that kind of stuff. So he had to lose in his life in order to win. He had to lose his parents in order to meet Customato, in order to win the biggest championship in boxing. He had to lose to get that. He lost his mentor, Customato, in order to win. He had to lose his mind and lose his freedom to go to prison in order to be free right now in his mind and be able. So understand that losing is a part of winning, but losing is a part of life. You can't be afraid to live life. If you walk around on eggshells, walk around timid, afraid to lose, so you don't try anything, you're going to be walking in prison in mental prison all your life. So I encourage you, don't be afraid to lose, because there is a lesson in the loss. Either you lose or you learn. Come on. You lose or you learn. When you learn how to lose, you learn how to win. So that was something that Mike said that was very profound, that, even at his stature, he was, that he realizes that now in his life. I posted this on Facebook, but I want to explain what it said. Mike Tyson quoted, "Not everybody you fight is your enemy, and not everybody who helps you is your friend." understand that we are fighting people who we don't even need to be fighting. Uh, if you're a crab in a bucket, why? If you bite the hand that feeds you, why? You fighting people that's not even your enemy. We all have a hater a hater or two in our life. But the haters are not your enemies. The haters actually validate your status. Because if you didn't have anything to hate on, they would have anything to talk about. Everybody, even the person that you fight in the ring is not your enemy. He's just somebody that's fighting against you in order to try to get a trophy. You'll see two boxers in the ring beating the crap out of each other for 3 hours, and then all of a sudden after the fight, they go in and give each other a hug. They don't hate each other. They're trying to win. They're trying to win against each other, beat you against So not everybody you fighting is your enemy. Don't treat everybody who you fight as if they're your enemy, because they're not. People are trying to help you, and you know that your haters actually make you better, because without your haters, you probably wouldn't work as hard. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
If you didn't have anybody, if I didn't have anybody watching my show to see if anything on here, I probably wouldn't work as hard to get prepped for it. The people who you fighting against, they're here to make you better. They're here to graduate you to the next level. They're here to elevate you to the next level. So don't fight them, thank them, because they're here to make you. You don't know who God sent. Come on now. You don't know who God has sent to afflict you, to purge you, to make you better. The Bible declares that when God told Moses to go to Pharaoh, let my people go, it said he purposely hardened the heart of Pharaoh. So God was working with Pharaoh. God is working with your enemies to afflict you, to pull something great out of you. God has to work with the other boxer in the ring to fight you. So not everybody you fight is your enemy. But here's the flip side of that. Not everybody who helps you out is your friend. People are in your life for their own personal reasons, for a personal gain. You don't know who have invested in you not to see you win, but to try to, copyright what you do, or try to, counterfeit what you're doing. But they're helping you, thinking that they're just trying to gain access to what you got access to. So don't confuse your friends from your enemies. The people you fighting, don't confuse them from the people who is helping you, because the one who's hurting you, or he think he's hurting you, he's helping you as well. Understand that. Another thing that Mike Tyson said was, if you don't love yourself, you're nothing. Without self-love, you're nothing. And you have to love yourself enough to bet on yourself. You can't expect other people to bet on you if you don't bet on yourself. So you have to learn how to trust yourself. Because you are the one that you can let yourself down, or you can let yourself down. Come on. People don't let you down. You let yourself down because you put the wrong kind of trust in the wrong kind of people. Or you put the right kind of trust in the wrong kind of people. And when they let you down, you feel like you've been let down. You let yourself down. You have to love yourself enough to know that I need to do better. And this is your opportunity to do better. There's nothing right now that should stop you from saying, I want to do better with my life, and I want to leave something for my kids, my legacy behind, for my grandchildren, and all that kind of stuff. What's stopping you? We make a lot of excuses. But like I said, if you watch my post, excuses will make you useless. Excuses makes you useless. Understand that. So this is an opportunity for, as a people, as a community. See, we don't have the excuse of not knowing anymore. We had that excuse before, but once you've been exposed to something, you can't use the excuse of not knowing once you've been exposed to it. Understand, it is crazy, or it's, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It's insane. Preposterous. It's preposterous. Check this out, Caleb. It's preposterous for you to have insurance on your phone and not have insurance on your life. How do you have a plan for your phone, but you ain't got a plan for your life? That's simple. It's that simple. If your phone breaks and cracks, you can go to the store and get another phone or whatever and be back talking again within an hour. But if you die right now, somebody has to go and sell fish plates for you to be buried. Somebody got to start a GoFundMe account to bury you if you don't have a life insurance policy. That's would you say it was?
Preposterous.
Preposterous. I know what the word means. I want to keep to say it. It's preposterous for you to have a phone plan, not a life plan. How much sense would that make? You invest money in making sure your phone screen is protected, but you ain't protecting your life. You ain't protecting your family. Come on now. This is something that you can use and benefit, whether you're sick or not, whether you're hurting or not. Understand the power of being able to get money, large sum of money, and not have to go to a bank. Understand how powerful that is. I'm going to give you another one. If your job shut down right now, you get laid off or fired, and your bank account is on zero, but you've been faithful paying your life insurance policy, you can go get money out of your policy and put in your bank. It's that simple. We got people, come on now. I'm waiting for another round of PPP to go through. I shouldn't be. I don't need PPP. Anything I need, I can go into my insurance policy and I can pull out money. This is what PHP teaches us how to do. With your money, you can have the J.G. Wedgeworth approach. It's my money and I want it now. Have you decided to do it? However you decide to do it. But understand that as minorities, we're not given a even playing field. With PPP, this gives you an even playing field. Success should not be based off of your skin color. Unfortunately, in some people's lives, it is. Being comfortable should not be based off of your skin color. It should not be. Benefits shouldn't be based off of skin color. You take care of your family, it should be based off of the work you put in and what you're able to do with your life. What else did I learn from Vegas? Talk about Mike Tyson. The CEO of the company is Patrick McDavid. Man, seeing these people doing what we're doing and seeing them start. It's an 18-year-old down there, 18 years old. Started 18. I'm talking about making, close to six figures, and she's 18 years old. That motivated me to come and put my own kids on this program. I want my kids to be set up better than what I am. I want to teach my kids early this kind of stuff that I'm learning so that they can be well ahead of what I was. You got to have big dreams. You got to have big hope. You got to have some big faith. So understand that what we're doing, it has been done before. There's nothing new under the sun. Let me go over some of these posts I've been posting so y'all can know where I'm at. Let me go Facebook. Go to my profile. Come on. All right. This is the one that was fun. The devil is supposed to attack you because you are more powerful than he is. He's not going to wait until you get all strength and all strong and fight you. He's going to fight you while you're still down. And once you touch the power, he's done. A lot of people be going through problems. They say, "Why me?" Instead of saying why me, you should ask God to try me, because with your strength and your faith, you're gonna be able to defeat any enemy. And we complain about the devil doing his job. What else he supposed to do? Caleb, what do a snake do?
Slithers.
So if you saw a snake slithering, are you gonna complain that the snake is slithering? Or what is the snake supposed to do?
That's how he moves.
So why are we mad when somebody hates on us when that's what they're supposed to do? You can use that as fuel to get better, or you can use it as an excuse to quit. Because I don't want to, because everybody hating on me. Who they gonna hate on, bro?
Snake.
Who else they gonna hate on? If they don't hate on successful people, who they gonna hate on? Broke people? You ever see somebody? You ever see anybody hating on a bum? Come on, man. Real talk. Have you ever seen anybody hating on a bum?
Yeah.
They might fuss at the bum because he's begging. I'm talking about hating on a bum. Hey, man, you doing too much bumming. You ain't bumming right. You supposed to be doing this instead of that. Well, once you get out the way, I could be a better bum than you. Who wants to, come on now, who want to hate on a bum? It's this guy on YouTube. I watch this guy probably 4 times a year just to bring back to reality. His name is Ronald Davis. And you watch the video, it's a college kid that done a documentary on this homeless guy named Ronald Davis. And the video is I'm a Human Being. He talks a story about how when people see him in the street, they say, get out the way, bum. And they just disregard him. And he says, I'm not a bum. I'm a human being. I might be homeless, but I'm a human first. Ain't nobody finna go hate on him. Ain't nobody trying to take his spot under the bridge, on a park bench, under the... Nope. But look, if you are a bum, be the best bum you can be. That other bums are trying to be like you, and you are the bum.
There you go.
And when you are the bum, you blow up. Boo-boo. But understand that snakes have to do their job. I was complaining about a spider earlier, right? I got spider webs outside my office, and I was complaining about a freaking spider. Guess what made me change my mind about the spider, Caleb? I had some wasps outside as well. I sprayed the wasps, and the wasps fell, but guess what? A wasp fell?
Spider web.
Inside the spider web. So guess what? The spider is doing his job. Even though I sprayed him with that can of spray, can't complain about something that's doing its job because that's what he do. You walk in, you see a spider. What should you be expecting after you see a spider? To walk into a web. Don't spiders equal spider web? If I see a snake, I expect for him to be slimy and grimy. I'm not going to complain that, oh, he been a snake. There was a story about a hiker who was hiking up on top of a mountain in the winter. And you all know it's colder the higher you go. And the hiker, I'm talking about something else. The hiker on his way up the mountain runs across a snake, almost froze to death. The snake comes to the hiker begging and pleading for help. Say, please, sir, please, Lion's Pride, put me inside your bag and take me down to the bottom of the mountain so I can warm up and I can thaw out. The old hiker Daniel looked at the snake and say, look, man, you a snake, bro. I don't fool with snakes, bro. You gonna bite me. The snake say, I promise you on my kids, I ain't gonna bite you. If you save my life now, I ain't gonna bite you. Now, if you turn me down, I gotta negotiate that decision. But if you put me in your bag and save my life, I promise you on my kids, I ain't gonna bite you. Because you helping me. Right? Why would I hurt somebody that's helping me? So after a long thought, Daniel, Lyons, and Evans looked at the snake and said, you know what? I'm going to go against my better judgment. And I'm going to go ahead and save this snake life because it's one of God's creations too. It was two snakes on a boat with Noah. They have purpose, right? So let me go ahead and put the snake. So the young hiker, puts the snake, the almost frozen to death snake in his bag. And as he's going down the mountain, he can feel the snake inside the bag starting to move, which means that he had a temperature where he's starting to unthaw. He's starting to feel a little bit better than he was at the top of that mountain. Pay attention to the story, people. On the way down, the hiker kept thinking to himself, man, should I really have done this because I don't fool with snakes? He gets down to the bottom of the mountain, Caleb. And as he reaches into his bag to get the snake out, the snake bites him. He's a poisonous snake. So the man is about to die now. While he's standing there in pain, bleeding, he says, I trusted you. I thought you wasn't going to. You told me, you promised me you wasn't going to bite me if I helped save your life. Why did you do that? Why? Because now the venom is in me. I'm about to die because you told me you weren't going to bite me because I saved your life. Guess what the snake had to say? The snake looked the man in his eyes and he said, You knew I was a snake when you picked me up. What did you expect? Can we really fault the snake for being a snake? You had the choice to let him freeze to death and do his own snake duty on the top of the mountain. Come on now. You want to live through this snowstorm? You got to holler at God about this, because I'm not about to pick you up. The moral to the story is, people, don't fault the snake for being a snake. Don't fault the hater for being a hater. You have to know how to deal with people on their level and dealing with them who they are. People are going to be people no matter what. Don't let people stop you from making moves in your life because of what they got going on. Another one that I posted was, your testimony starts right now. You are being tested right now. But the cheat code to the test is if you're going to pass or fail. The cheat code is failure is part of winning. So either you win or you learn. Failure is a part of winning. Failure is a part of success. If you don't believe me, ask the guy that made the light bulb. How many times did he fail in order to get the light bulb to work? So you're being tested right now. How you handle the test is going to determine the next chapter in your life or the next season in your life. What's holding you back? Fear of failure? Or you don't want to learn? I made a declare on Facebook, and this is how, when you start speaking stuff into the atmosphere, this is another one of those millionaire mentalities. Being a champ before you become a champion. I declare that I will have $1 million in my bank account balanced by the end of December 2022. Now, I have made $1 million. I have made several $1 million to get to where I am now. I have made, in the last 3 years, I have made several $1 million. But I don't have $1 million in my bank account. Therefore, I'm not a millionaire. But I have a millionaire mindset. I remember another story. I remember back in 2010. Had to be 2010 or 11. I was talking to a Prime America insurance agent. And she asked me, how much coverage do I feel I need for my family? Or how much do I feel like I'm worth? That was the wrong question to ask me. I say, $1 million. You need that much? You ask me how much do I feel like I'm worth? I might not have $1 million, but I got $1 million life. I got $1 million mind in my $1 million brain. I got a multi-million-dollar brain. So if you want to put a price tag on my brain, put a price tag on my grind and my hustle, it's gonna have to be a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy. This was back in 2011. Let me answer this text right quick. My leadership is responding. It's asking me for something. Right now, I am doing my podcast. Oh shoot. Hold on 1 second. Hey, I'm actually live on my show right now. Okay, that'll work. All right. What was I saying, Caleb?
Talking about how much you're worth. About your experience.
So you have to have $1 million ideals in order to understand about being a millionaire. So even back in 2011, I told a woman I'm worth $1 million. And I'm telling you right now that I'm not a millionaire, but I am going to be a millionaire. I have a millionaire mentality. I have a millionaire mindset. I'm not telling you this and borrowing money. I'm telling you that I don't have $1 million in my account today, but by the end of 2022, I will have $1 million in the bank, and I will have $1 million organization. Right now, I'm a money funnel. God sends money, and I funnel it through, and I do a lot of things for people, and I help people, and I do what I do. I want to be able to be a money funnel at the same time with $1 million in the bank. That's the mentality that I'm trying to create right now. When I put the off out to put together this millionaire stretch, this millionaire run, and I have people that I'm trying to get to join the team, I'm talking about learning how to have generational wealth, become a millionaire, and be able to be a money funnel. This is what I'm trying to show you all. So I did that out loud so that people can hold me accountable as well when they see me making decisions that might not be conducive to what I said I'm doing. That's the only reason why you tell people what you got going on, so that they can know that this is what you're doing. When I tell people no, if I tell people this, you got to know what direction I'm heading, so you won't get offended if I tell you no, or you won't get offended if I don't call you, or if you don't get offended if I don't entertain negativity with you, because I'm going somewhere, and where you are going, where you are right now, might not be where I'm going. So I have to cut off things. You have to get in that same mentality. I posted a picture that Caleb just told me he liked about the cartoon that I posted about the guy trying to climb the mountain, and somebody, they pulling on him, telling him to play it safe and play it safe. You should be happy with what you have. You've changed. And the guy is trying to grow. So when you're trying to grow, you're going to have people telling you that, oh, you're doing too much. Oh, you need a time off. Oh, you need to rest. That's not where they're going. You got to know where you're going so you can make that push. And when you hear those words, you know that you're going in the right direction, because they're trying to pull you back. If you ask for the keys to success, you can't pick and choose what steps to take and what steps not to take. This is for anybody who wants the blueprint, or I'm following somebody and somebody's following me. I'm never going to tell you I got everything figured out. I'm working on something, and if you joining me, we can work on it together. But when you ask for the blueprint and the keys to success, you can't pick and choose what you want to do and which one. I can't follow these millionaires and tell them that, well, I ain't going to do this, but I'm going to do this, and still expect the same results. Something is not going to be right. If I'm baking a cake, I don't put the eggs in, I put mayonnaise in. I don't put this, I put that, and the cake don't come out right. Caleb, I can't complain about my cake not being right if I don't do exactly what the ingredients call for, right? If I accept that I'm taking shortcuts in life, I have to accept that if I'm looking for $1 million and I only got 800,000, I can't get mad at the plan and say, oh, this is a BS plan. It don't work. No, you don't work. You have to get on the page of your mentor is what they're telling you. That's why I don't mind being humble and saying, lead me, guide me. I got people I deal with that I follow behind that they tell me and I do it. Because I'm trying to get to where they are. So follow me as I follow them. Don't come up with your own plan and say, I'm going to do it this way and expect to have the same, and then get mad because it didn't work. Accountability is real. Another one I put, don't apologize for your success because it has taken you long enough. I used to be guilty of apologizing for my success. Like, hey, I don't want to do too much stunting or whatever. It ain't about stunting. It's about I have grinded. People see what they see, but they don't know the backstory, man. They don't know your backstory. What you apologizing for? You apologizing for being homeless? You apologizing for being on welfare? You apologizing for not having a vehicle? You're going to apologize for not having your rent money and being evicted? What you apologizing for? Now that you have been able to be successful, what are you apologizing for? Because it took you long enough to get to where you are. I'm going to be 41 in a couple of weeks. It has taken me this long to get to where I'm at and still broke. But I'm going somewhere. So I'm not going to apologize. Don't apologize for your success. It has taken you long enough to get to where you are. Enjoy the ride. Grind, win, and repeat. That's it. Grind, win, repeat. Leadership is the key to development. If you don't have somebody that's a mentor or a leader, then your chances of surviving on your own is very slim. A pastor has a mentor. A mentor has a mentor. A father has a father. Understand that. Another thing Mike Tyson said that the key to life is you're never going to be greater than your creator. You're never going to be better than the father. So whoever brought you to the world, I don't care how old you get, how big you get, you're never going to be able to outdo or be better than the DNA that you came from. That's why you have a matriarch and a patriarch of a family. No matter how strong you get, you know not to touch this person. I told somebody, I don't care if my daddy was a crackhead in the streets, it's a level of respect that you don't touch your daddy, even if he's not in the right state of mind. You don't go against your father in a physical way. You might not do, you might not deal with him in a mental, or financial way, but as my father, I would never put hands on him, even though I probably can beat him. I remember when I was coming up 17 years old, I was standing in the kitchen and I looked at my daddy and I was taller than my daddy. And I know I can bench press 300, 400 pounds and everything. I looked at my daddy one day and say, I wonder if this old lion can still rumble. But that was just a thought in my mind because I would never dare put my dad to the test. There's a little bit something about old strength you don't know nothing about. You can be young and dumb if you want to. Marvin Gaye daddy put him down. He brought you in the world, take you out. But if you have leadership, if you have a mentor, whoever is your spiritual head or your whatever you got, don't go against your mentor. Don't go against your leadership, because your leadership is part of your development in life and success. You ain't never heard a story of Bruce Lee trying to beat up his doggone sensei. You ain't never heard of Mike Tyson trying to go beat up Cusimano. You have to find a cuss in your life. Find somebody that can take you to the next level. Leadership is the key to development. was dropping these nuggets while I was in Vegas, y'all. Every time the spirit hit me with something, I was posting on Facebook so I won't forget it, so I can come back home and go through my timeline like this right here and go through all of them. I'm looking to mentor a few people who are ready to go to the next level. I'm not begging, running, or chasing behind somebody. Offering one-on-one mentorship to do this. I just want to help people. This is the last one I'm gonna give you because this is what's profound. Success is like a cake, Caleb. Everyone loves to eat it, but few people know the ingredients. Here's the thing. Eggs, butter, flour, salt, vanilla, baking soda. If you take those ingredients and try to eat them separately, you ever ate a stick of butter? What it tastes like?
Butter.
You ever had a box of baking soda? You ever had a spoonful of flour? What it tastes like?
Flour.
Bitter?
Bland.
Maybe.
Bland.
You ever had some vanilla extract? What it tastes like?
It's strong.
The point is this. The ingredients to bake a cake
It's not tasty.
have to be put together in order for the cake to taste like anything. But even after you blend all these ingredients together, it still don't make a cake, do it, Caleb? It made cake batter.
So you gotta bake it.
So, but having a batter is not just good enough. You have to put the batter into the oven, right? Even that's not good enough, Caleb. Putting batter into the oven, into a cold oven, would do nothing for your cake. You got to do what? You have to turn the oven on. In most cases, you got to preheat the oven. So when you put it in there, it's already hot. You have to make your cake batter, your oven conducive to the cake. Even that's not even good enough, Caleb, because even after you put it in there, put it in the oven with the heat on, what are you going to do? If you take the cake out too soon, you don't end up with a cake, you end up with some cake pudding. Mush. So you can't be in a fire and be too hot and say, I want to come out. You ain't ready. But also, if you put the cake in there too long, you're going to do what? You're going to burn the flavor out of it. You're going to dry them out. So you have to know about a time. It's all about timing. You do the work. Okay, success is like a cake. You have to have ingredients to the cake, just like it's just like you had the cake. What did I put? I said hold on, let me go back to this post. I want to make sure I get it right because I didn't write it down. I posted it. Y'all stay with me. Success, so your commitment is like the eggs that hold the batter together, to hold your dream together. Determination like the butter that moistens the dream. Ability is like the baking soda that gives your dream purpose. Number 4, reality is the salt that is bitter and salty that is necessary for you to fight through your situations. The knowledge is like the vanilla extract that constantly extracts energy from your dream on your day-to-day. The finances is like the self-rising flower that allows your dream to rise. And last but not least, teamwork is like the sweet sugar that makes your dream become a reality. But these ingredients alone are not going to be enough. You have to take these ingredients together and you have to mix them and put them in the heat in the fiery furnace so it can be baked. And you can't take it out too soon or else your business is going to fail. You have to know how to hold them and how to fold them. You got to know when to mix it in and when to put it in and all that. And in the process of time, during the process of time, then you can eat the sweet success that tastes like a cake because you done put the ingredients in, you done put the work in, you done put it in the oven, you done cut the oven on, you done let it bake, it's done baked out all the impurities, it's done formed everything together. It gets hot in that kitchen. If you can't stand the heat, what they say, get out of the kitchen. If you can't stand being an entrepreneur, can't stand the heat, don't be an entrepreneur. Don't be a business owner, because business owners are the most extreme people in the world, because they have a dream, a vision that nobody can see but them. How do I paint a picture to Stevie Wonder he can't even see? I got to be able to explain to Stevie Wonder that this is what my vision looks like, and whether he got eyes or not, his brain can create a picture that says, this is where we're going. I need to translate my picture from my brain to your brain. Got to have leadership. Where are we going? One of my mentors told me that if you are a leader and nobody is following you, you're just taking a walk. If you are a leader and nobody's following you, you're taking a walk. You have to have the blueprint in order to get to where you're going. Noah had never seen rain before. Noah, the people of Noah's time, it had never rained before. When God created the earth, he spoke the waters into existence. So it never rained before. So Noah got a blueprint from a boat that they never seen rain before. But with the blueprint, he was able to construct this ark. But when the rains came, when the flood happened, because he was already in position with the blueprint of his success, when the rain and flood came, Noah didn't even know what was going on, because he was prepared for this. Took him a long time, but he stayed the course. You have to understand the blueprint and the time it's going to take to get you from A to B. There's no shortcuts. You got to go through the whole program. You got to follow the blueprint from start to finish in order to get to the results you're looking for. Then, if it don't go your way, you can say this is BS. But you ain't got to that point yet. I ain't made it yet. We're going together. That's why I say take this ride with me. I didn't say let me drive you. I say take this ride with me. Had a great time. Was able to see people succeed on a level that I have never seen them succeed before. Now, understand, I have been part of a whole lot of multi-level marketing companies. I have been to quite a few conventions and quite a few conferences. I have been part of Seed Core. I have been part of I don't know the other company name. I have been Plexus Slim, 5 Links, Organic Gold, Artists International. I done been to Vegas twice. Done been to Florida. I done been all over on these business things, but nothing compares to what I was able to experience in Vegas with PHP. You have to have a purpose in life. And the purpose is people helping people. When you can get that concept down, it's also a benefit that come behind helping somebody. The reward you get from helping somebody achieve their dreams, achieve their goals, have a plan set up. You know, people still dying from coronavirus. So understand that the world needs you. If these people don't have a plan, then they got to sell fish plates to bury their people or GoFundMe. If they have a plan, they can rest assured that when everything's over with, at least I'm able to take care of my family when I'm gone, or my family gonna be taken care of off the sweat of my back. People need you. People need your help. People need what you have to offer. So forget about being used. Understand that you can't be used if you have nothing of use. If you have nothing of value, you can't be hated on. No one hates on losers. No one goes around hating on bombs. Nobody hates on slow people. They hate on people who they have something to offer the world. They hate on people who is of use. They hate on people who got credibility. They hate on people who got something going on with their life. So let me ask you a question. Who are you? What do you want out of life? And what are you waiting for? Those are my 3 questions. You get up right now, go look in the mirror, find out who you are. Talk to yourself. What do you want out of life? And then what are you waiting for? Stimulus checks? Unemployment? PPP? EIDL? What are you waiting for? The time starts now. We have to change the narrative in our own lives. We have to make the change, and the change starts now. We have to break the chain of poverty. We have to break the chain of ignorance. We have to break the chains of negativity. We have to start encouraging ourselves. We have to start empowering ourselves. We have to start motivating ourselves. And once we can motivate and empower and encourage and break the chain, then we can help pull people along that might be going through the same cycle, the same struggle that we're going through right now. A lot of you all know me from credit or taxes. Do I have to lie to anybody to get them to join up, to sign up on my team? I don't. I don't have to lie. You all see me. I have an open door policy. Come talk to me. You don't have to trust me, but if you got a God and you believe in God, then believe in the God that we believe in. This is a Christian organization. Allow God to lead you in the right direction. I can guarantee you that anything that God wants to do on the earth, he's going to use a man to get it done. I used to complain about people bugging and bothering me all the time. Now I say, why not? Use me until you use me up, Lord. I'm here for you. I'm here for the people. I'm here to help break the chains. I told you in 2020, I'm not giving out no more fish. This is a hook I'm trying to give you. So you can hook your own fish and you can fish for yourself. This is about generational blessings. This is about leaving behind a legacy. What do you want to be said about your life when you're gone? That you left, it's a song, and the lyrics are controversial because they mean 2 different things. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. I'm going to repeat that. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Who paid the loan off? You know that song, Caleb? You never heard it before. Temptations. Papa was a rolling stone. It said when he died, all he left us was alone. If I was looking at that from a financial standpoint, I would say this joker here left them kids to pay that loan off. He ain't have enough insurance to pay the loan. If I'm coming at you from a emotion standpoint, all he left us was he left us all alone. Are you going to be the one that leave your family alone or alone? I've always said in my comical mind that one day there's going to be a great mansion. And when you walk into the hall of this mansion, you're going to see pictures of people on the wall that's dead. It's going to say from this date to this date. They born here and they died here. And then on top of over the fireplace is going to be a picture of Daniel Lyndon Evans. And some little kid going to say, Mama, who is that? And they're going to say, that's your great granddaddy, Daniel Lyndon Evans. What did he do? Well, his house was built on his legacy. The Lions Pride was built on his legacy. He is responsible for all this and everything. That's how you want to be remembered when you die. What did you leave your family? What did you leave your kids? What did you leave your life, your bloodline? So I'm stepping out my comfort zone and I am creating partners with people who I wouldn't normally partner with because I want to get to the next level. I'm being uncomfortable in areas where I'm not comfortable. This whole digital technology and podcast and this is something that I'm not familiar with. So I keep people in my corner that can help me advance. So I'm partnering with people who want to go to the next level. One of my partners happened to be in the room right now. And it is with great pleasure that I bring my next guest on today to help talk to you all about some things that we're doing right now as partners. So without further ado, can I please invite Mr. Caleb Vigil to the set to come and talk about some things that we're doing in partnership. Come on to the scene, baby.
All right.
Let me take a few minutes to adjust the cameras because y'all been looking at me the whole time. Now let me get you focused on my man right quick so y'all can see Caleb. So Caleb, talk to the people real quick, man. What you got going on? Who are you, and how do you play into this whole thing?
Well, as Dan has introduced me, and again, thank you for bringing me on. My name is Caleb Vigil. I am lucky to be in Daniel's presence, having him as a partner, great business mentor, a lot of experience, and currently working on a project, building up a gaming cafe, esports lounge, something that has been up and coming the past few years, have been growing esports, which is gaming on a more professional and financial level. But this is, geared towards the community, young kids, teens, those that like to do it as a hobby, those that would like to make it their livelihood. So we're opening up a center that basically focuses on that, on those in the community who wish to pursue that. And so far, we have successfully acquired our location, which was the first big step. And so we are now working towards building out the remaining space. And thanks to Daniel, so I have a good partner. And
so what do you look to And this is important for people to know, like, what do you look to to solve, or what are you looking to accomplish with this business? Because what I have learned, that every business, or 90% of business, has to solve a problem. What problem is this business going to solve, and what do you plan? What's your, what do you plan on doing with this opportunity?
Well, I wouldn't say there's a single problem, but
Well, give me the full rundown that we talked about before with our children, and I think that is where we're going to be focusing on.
Well, everybody is different as far as having their own preferences, their likes, their dislikes, what they like to do in life. A lot of issues in schools and the communities with bullying, talking down on others who are different, who have different likes in life. Sometimes different terms being used. Someone, oh, you're a nerd, or you're a geek, or hey, why do you play such games? Like, why do you do this? Like, it's just people basically hating on others for things that bring them joy. So one of the issues, let's say, we'll be tackling is building a place where those that are in the schools and in the community, teens, having an environment where they can sit down and share their likes, build a story, and feel protected in a sense that they're going to be with other like-minded people who respect and who like what they like, and they don't have to feel threatened or bullied by others who share different opinions.
So basically, it's going to be a safe haven, and the reason why we're doing this now is because I just told you I'm about to turn 41. I ain't gonna be 39 or 35. I'm going up in numbers. You know what I mean? We have to capitalize on this thing, because one thing I did learn from the pandemic, and sometimes it really makes me sad, man. Everybody is hurting right now, man. Everybody is hurting from the top to the bottom, from the smallest kids to the oldest people. Everybody's hurting. People deal with pain. They deal with things in their own way. Some people play games to get over their depression and get over through their stuff, they sadness. Some people, smoke weed. Some people drink alcohol. Some people, sex themselves to death, through random sex partners, and just want to just have a whole field day about that. But being a gamer, and this is a world that I'm not familiar with. So people like Caleb, people like my assistant Tommy, introduced me to a world where people can be their normal self, and it's a whole community of gamers that this is all they do. And it's money involved in it. But it's a benefit for a child to have somewhere, instead of the kids running the streets and starting gangs, vandalizing people's cars. It was a time where kids used to vandalize cars and houses. It was a time where they used to just go in, and start trouble. Now the kids are not doing that, but at least they're doing, you know what I mean? They're doing something where
Causing mischief.
They're not causing mischief. They're doing something where they can actually be, where you actually know where they are. Where's my kid? And my kid is down there at the gaming cafe. At least I know he ain't out there robbing nobody. You have to celebrate the small victories. You have to know when a win is a win. So whether or not it's a game or they're down here, at a skating rink or something, this is something to give the kids an outlet where they can talk to like-minded kids that might be dealing with depression, that might be dealing with being bullied, might be dealing with not being accepted, but on that game, they can be whoever they want to be on that game. They can do whatever they want to do, and it's like they're in a whole nother world. So the reason why, when Caleb came to me and asked me to be his partner with this project, I was humbled. I was humbled. I was honored because this is an unlikely partnership that I'm forming with Caleb. I don't know anything about games, so I'm not like the best, candidate for this project. But the reason why I say yes is because Caleb is not coming to me for my gaming experience, right? He's coming to me for my business experience. He sees something in me that he likes, and he gravitates toward it, and he wants to be in partners with me because of what he has seen me do with my business. And I don't have to pay him to get on camera and say nothing. I don't have to beg Caleb to do nothing for me. Caleb is a grown man. How old are you, Caleb?
33.
33 years old.
I'm old.
This another reason why we're not getting no younger. 33, Caleb, is the age of perfection. And I know you know this because you're a Jehovah's Witness. That's the age that Jesus was when he died. 33. Everything he accomplished in life, he accomplished in 33 years. This is the year of the accomplishment of the perfect age, 33. I believe personally, when you go to heaven, that's going to be the age that you're going to be at personally. If you're a baby, you're going to grow up to 33 and you stop. If you was 50, you're going to come back to 33 because that's the age that God decided to bring Jesus back at 33. That number has to be significant for many different reasons. Because if you look at the number 3, it's the Trinity: God the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Double it, 33. It's just a personal opinion. It's nothing that you got to, go do no kind of Bible search on me. I'm just saying that I believe that 33 is the age that we're going to be when we go to heaven. That's because of if you want to live forever and as a spirit, that 33 years, that's what we want to be. Because that's the age that Jesus said it is. Man, 3 words that he said before he gave up the ghost. It is finished. That's what he said. It's done. It's finished. 3 words. It is finished. 33. So this is the year that you need to get this done. When your birthday?
January 15th.
Woo! But you got it in motion, though. We got it in motion at 33. We got it in motion. But yeah, man, Caleb sees something that he can get from me, and I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give him my best. I'm going to give him my expertise in the area that I'm expert in. I'm going to give him, everything that I've been able to give. I'm going to give it to him because he has chosen to be partners with me, and he's one of my guys. I started working with Caleb over a year ago, and he remembers what he's seen when he first walked through the door. Just saying. He knows what he sees now when he walks through the door. I was talking about this podcast casually one day and say, look, I want to do a show. I want to do a podcast because I feel like people got things to say. Men are really, you know what I'm saying, like, they go into a place where they have to seek out people to talk to because of their depression. And, nobody understands a man like another man. It's a guy code that we got that, we can just say something and all the guys know what we're talking about without because we're all going through that struggle of being a man. And when I was talking about it casually, from the day I started talking about it to the day it actually went into effect, it was a very short time. I don't believe in procrastinating. I don't believe in just, making excuses. I believe in let's go ahead and get it done. What we got to do to get it done, Caleb? What we got to do to get it done? You know what I'm saying? So he's my go-to guy for technical, Caleb, and then Ontario, Eason, TJ, you know what I'm saying? They the ones I have to ask questions to when I don't know the answers to technical stuff and things, because I'm one of those people you can understand. I stay in my lane. I'm not trying to be a computer technician, you know what I'm saying, and do Caleb's job. When Caleb can't do his job, the job I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna be done, but I have to get it done. But I'm not gonna try to be Caleb because Caleb is Caleb by itself. You know what I mean? So tell the people the address, tell the people some of the things we plan on implementing with the whole program. Tell the people, you know what I'm saying, like your vision of how we gonna run this.
Yeah, so it's definitely a lot involved. The place where everything is going to go down is 401 East Main Street. That's in Clayton, North Carolina. So we are currently in the build-out phase. Now that we have the property, basically we're just getting everything prepared, getting our equipment, getting the insides designed, and we're going to divide the space so we have what we call an equal playing field for everyone. It's not everybody's a PC gamer, not everybody's a console gamer, not everybody likes literature or anime or manga, but we're going to have a little bit of each. So we're going to have all three, and we have a space dedicated to each section. But it's an open space, so it doesn't feel like you're cut off from somebody else. You can still kind of see each other interact. We're gonna add a small, what we call like a miniature cafe or a snack bar section where we can cater to our guests. They'll be able to order even from their computers while they're playing games. And it's going to be really nice. So it's going to take a couple months to get everything together, but we're constantly trying to reach out to the community. We're still looking for people that are wanting to donate. Still looking for people that want to invest. Maybe they see something in their future as well by joining the club, per se, and we're not partial. We're definitely we're open to talking to anybody who has ideas. Maybe they want to add something different. So reach out to us. Call us. You can message Daniel on Facebook, YouTube. You can message me directly or call. I'll have my contact information in the link once the video goes up, so you can reach out to us. And we definitely look forward to accomplishing this project and being able to see that unity that we want to see in the community, with our young ones, and having those mentorship programs as well, where we can kind of all come together, and share those experiences with each other.
So here's the thing: if you are a gamer, if you have children that are gamers, this is the opportunity to show that you want to see this kind of thing happen. If you want to be a part of it, get in contact with us. We'll take any feedback that you have, to help get this thing going. But don't wait till the doors open and criticize when you can start. You come in before we open up the doors and give us some feedback. This is what we're doing. We're partnering with people and doing things so we can help the community. This is something that we want to be able to see, in Clayton. They have one in Raleigh, they have one in other states, but it's not going to be like what we're doing here because we're going to put our own spin and our own twist to it. But this is something that you can get behind as well, and say that I believe in this. And if you believe in something, then put a financial a pledge behind what you're saying. And if it's something you want to do, we'll definitely appreciate everything. We'll put your name on the wall on a Hall of Fame. Put a plaque on the wall with your name on it and say, this person helped, create this. This person helped, get this thing done. So Caleb is my business partner with this gaming cafe that we're doing. And I believe in everything that he has going on. I trust him with this gaming world. He's been doing it in computers a whole lot longer than I've been doing this right here. So he knows what he's doing, and I pray that that he trusts what I tell him on the business aspect of it. I don't have no doubt in my mind that he looks up to me, that he believes in what I got going on, or else he wouldn't be here right now. Caleb is, he's behind the camera type guy, but this is maybe what your third interview, your third time as a guest on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Caleb is my go-to guy. If I ever get stood up on the show and don't have a guest to come in, y'all gotta believe I'm gonna be interviewing Caleb. I didn't have a guest scheduled because we're coming from Vegas, and I really wanted to get on here today and just highlight, everything that took place in Vegas, go over some motivational stuff, let you all know what PHP was all about. Y'all been hearing me talk about it for the last, week and a half, 2 weeks. I've been part of the company for over a year, but with everything I got going on, I just got serious about it here recently. And so, recruiting a team, building a team, this is another one of my my weapons I have in my arsenal. And then now with Caleb, I have another, I can add it to my portfolio, my business portfolio, to say that I'm actually doing business with Caleb on a gaming cafe. One day, one of my favorite shows in the whole world is Shark Tank. I purposely got some freshwater sharks over there in my tank because of that show. But one day I'm going to be able to go on Shark Tank as an investor or go on and meet those guys. I actually have, it might be fake, but I have Damon robot texting me every day. His robot texts me every day. And that gets me in the mindset of me actually having a real connection with Damon, because one day I'm going to be able to have a connection with him. But I have a robot connection with him right now, where every day he sends me a message. And let me see if I can find one just so I can let you know. But these are kind of things. What's up, Damon here? Join me at 6 p.m. live for Ask Me Anything session on Facebook. Damon here. Check out my new blog post to turn leads into customers on social media and make those customers stay for a lifetime. The secret for online sales. What's up? Join my free training where I personally walk you through my tips, secret techniques. Want to learn how to pitch like a true shark? What's up? Damon John here. Check out my new course where I teach my best. So even though it's a robot that's texting me, when I get that text, I'm in my mind, I'm talking to Damon. So it's an extension of him. So you know what I'm saying, whether it leaves anything or not. Yeah. But that's the millionaire mentality that I'm building right now, to get in front of these people, being partnered with these people, so that when I do see him in real life, not to downplay anything, but I won't be starstruck when I see him because, hey man, you've been blowing my phone up for the last year. but anyway, definitely wanted to get on here, man, and just kind of pour into you all today. Anything you got? Any final remarks, Caleb?
Well, as far as the cafe goes, you pretty much covered everything, but I also wanted to throw out there that anyone who would like to offer themselves as a mentor, want to do some kind of mentorship program with the cafe as well. For example, Daniel, it's his life coaching. That's something that we were looking to implement with the cafe. Kind of work together on that as well. But anyone else also who wants to just reach out to the community, be a part of the community, we definitely want to hear from you, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
So, hey, like I said, just wanted to get on here real quick and just give us a little something. Didn't know I was gonna go this long, but I had something on my heart. I'm actually getting ready to join a Zoom call right now, so I do apologize for me being on my phone. But listen, too much is given, much is required. I have to be, able to make moves in a direction that's going to take me, being on these Zoom calls and these meetings. So I'm actually, that's what I'm working on now, becoming a millionaire. So I got to do millionaire things. So this has been your boy, Daniel Lyons and Evans, and you have been live inside the den. Like and subscribe with me on YouTube, Inside the Den. Like and subscribe on D Lyons on Facebook. I am on Facebook, Inside the Den, and I am on Facebook, Daniel Lyons and Evans. I'm also on Inside the Den on Twitch and Inside the Den on Instagram. You can like and subscribe, join my page, comment, give me some feedback. If you want to be a guest on my show, inbox me directly, and then we can talk about you getting on the show. If you want some mentorship, inbox me. We can go over some things on the mentorship program. If you're looking to be a part of Caleb's mentorship program, you can get with him or get with me, and I can get with him for you, whatever you want to do. But we are very excited about what we got going on, and we are very accessible to what we're doing. So you all have us. Y'all see us every week. Y'all talk to me every week. There's no excuse not to be a part of the Lions Den, a part of the club if you have free access. So that's on you. But we're going to the top. Caleb and I, he's already joined my team. He is going in the same direction. He's on the PHP team. He's on the inside. He's on the Lions Pride team, Inside the Den team. Caleb is my partner for life. He's part of my team. So anything that I'm doing, I'm going to always include him. Anything he's doing, he's going to include me. And that's the kind of relationship I want to build with people who I can, deal with on a personal level and all that kind of stuff. So the meeting has ended. Has been ended. Shoot. Okay. All right. So anyway, that has been the show for today. That's my time. I will see you all on Wednesday for Weekly Wisdom Wednesdays, and we will see you next Saturday at 4:00 on Inside the Den. It's your boy signing out.